Welcome to the Five Arms and a Lucky Fin podcast. I am your host, Brendan McCormick, with Coach Finn, Jason Ide. How we doing, Jason?
We're feeling good. Feeling good. we got playoff hockey, playoff baseball, or not baseball, playoff basketball, and baseball. So I'm
A
I'm
lot,
I'm in a good mood. Yeah,
a
got
lot of
my
playoffs
got
going
my
on. A lot
got
of
my
playoffs
drink,
going on.
ready for the buzz, ready to talk some BS with my boy.
That's right. That's right. Speaking of that, we're starting a new segment called BS Talk. Say it loud, say it wrong, say it anyway. Kind of just talking what we feel is going on in the sports world, whether that's baseball, football, anything going on. So we're just kind of talking to each other. It's no scripted, it's unscripted, it's raw, it's unedited. And this is what the people want, right, Jason? This is what the people want.
I
So
mean,
we're giving.
the people love it.
So this is what. So we got College World Series baseball going on right now, obviously, and we just had a very important guest. Not gonna ruin it for the people. But go Tigers, right, Jason? Is that right?
Oh, we love the Tigers, and speaking of the Tigers, I went to the Rangers LSU theme night last night. Got this nice jersey. It's a LSU themed Rangers jersey. Got the whole logo. Got oh gosh, if I don't knock everything off, got got Josh Smith on the back.
Oh,
All
oh
LSU
shoot,
colors for the former Tiger, and
yeah,
got some
former
little Texas
Tiger.
pep. So yeah, we're ready for regionals this weekend.
Yeah. Do you think there's any way they lose to Dallas Baptist? I'm just curious.
I mean, DBU is a tough draw. So when I
Yeah.
was watching the selection show, and they were showing it, by team, and the first one they show is who you're playing, right? The 4 seed,
Hmm.
and we got that Little Rock team, and I saw that record, and I was like, eh, we had already been seeing a lot of what do you call it, projections of who's going to go where. The projection we had saw had DBU in our regional, and I was like, send them to Texas. Like, let them stay here. I love Dallas Baptist as a program. They just always make noise. And so whenever I saw that Little Rock team show up in our regional, I was like, they're gonna do it. They're gonna give us one of the toughest 2 seeds. And sure enough, there's Dallas Baptist showing up. So do I think we can lose? Of course, there's always a chance. It's baseball. Uh, do I hope we lose? No. We did play them
Right.
earlier in the season in here in Arlington, uh,
Hmm.
and LSU pulled it out. So hopefully this won't be revenge game, but
Right.
we're looking ahead. We got one game at a time. We got to play Little Rock first. They got to play Rhode Island. So we'll see what happens.
Rhode Island has a pretty good record too, in 38-20. That's interesting.
Coming out of the A10, right?
The A-
A10.
yeah, they're in the A10. I believe that's what they play for baseball. Honestly, not quite sure, but they're in the A10 conference for basketball. I do know that.
We
So
do know that.
yeah,
That's what I knew. And I'm
yeah,
assuming
that's
that
what.
typically basketball and baseball, you're the same. I mean, they're both D1. They both wear all 30
Yeah.
D1 conferences, 32.
Hmm.
You
Speaking
know,
of that, my school, my alumni decided to shut down the baseball and softball program this week. So that's great news.
that's a leaving the Horizon League, right?
Yeah, we were in the Horizon League. Wright State actually made the College World Series from that conference. So,
Wait, oh,
yeah,
really? Oh,
yeah,
Rice
yes, they
State.
did.
Wright State,
Wright
I think, is going
State.
to, they're going Tennessee?
Yes, I believe they're in the Tennessee regional. Let me see here.
The good old Knoxville region.
Yeah. I mean, is there anyone that you think that has a chance to make a historic run, or is it all just going to be chalk? Like the heavy hitters are just going to do what they do, or do you think there's a small window?
Oh, I think baseball as a whole is one of those sports where we like to say there's always upsets in March Madness, which there always is, right? This year, though, we didn't really see much because of all the transferring in and out, I'm assuming. But as baseball goes, you take it one game at a time, one pitcher at a time, one at bat at a time. I think baseball's the one where there's always somebody that's willing to make a run. I mean, for instance, years ago, Stony Brook was a 4 seed in Baton Rouge, and they knocked off LSU and went on to the Supers. And
Mm,
Coastal Carolina came through Baton Rouge, uh, beat us, and then ended up winning the College World Series. So
yeah.
there's always a chance. I think they came through us. Now I need to know.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much about college baseball. I'm not gonna be it like I know it all because I know probably maybe 1%. Is there any players, Jason, specifically that we should be on the lookout, paying attention to, not just on LSU, but obviously across the tournament going on?
Are we talking about? I'm sorry. I really want to make sure I got this correct. Did you
No,
ask
you're
about
good.
players or teams?
Players, any players that
Ooh,
particularly stick out, like not just the ones on LSU, because I know you love your Tigers, but just ones that the viewers can be like, oh, there's a guy that they talked about, and now he's killing it. Is there anyone in particular, like maybe on Vandy or anything like that, that you're like, man, this dude's a stone cold baller?
so actually, funny enough that you said that. I just saw this thing from Baseball America that showed us the top 10 prospects in the field of 64,
Uh huh.
regardless of class.
Gotcha.
So I'll give you the list. So
Okay.
you mentioned LSU, our boy Cade Anderson, the pitcher, locked down. He's number three.
Stone cold
Dog.
dog.
Number one is Ava, Iva, Iva maybe, Arquette, plays shortstop for Oregon State. Who
I'd really like to shout that out on how to pronounce that guy's name.
you know how to
I'm
do
really
it?
interested. No, I
Oh,
want to shout him out. Be like, how do you pronounce your name? Like,
we, we
all
should
respect.
we should find that out.
Yeah.
Uh, Next, we got Jamie Arnold, who's a pitcher from Florida State. Kate Anderson, number three. Kyson Witherspoon, a pitcher out of Oklahoma. Uh, I'm assuming this is Rock. It's Roch. Rock. Uh,
Hmm.
Chalowski. Chalowski. That's what I'm going with. Uh, Probably butchering that. He plays shortstop for UCLA. We got Liam Doyle, a pitcher from Tennessee. Um, Ike Irish, he's a outfielder slash catcher from Auburn. Merrick Houston, shortstop from Wake Forest. Number 9 is Way. Gosh, they're testing me, bro. They're testing me. Wahiwa Aloy, shortstop from Arkansas, because they got that cursive A that they got at script A. And
Hmm.
Liam Peterson is a pitcher from Florida. Those are our top 10. So looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are from SEC schools. We get 4 from other schools. So those are what they're calling it for. Um, if I was thinking of any people individual outside of LSU, it's honestly I'm sad we're not gonna get Laviolette from A&M here. That guy is just tough as nails. We saw it in the SEC tournament when he quite literally broke his hand, broke a finger, got a pin put in it, surgery that evening, came back, and the next day batted third for them against LSU with his glove cut off where he had 2 fingers sticking out, barely was gripping the bat with that hand, and still drove in, I think, 3 of their 4 runs or 2 of the 4 runs.
Hmm.
So he still had a good day. Like that's
Jeez.
that's that's some tough nuts. So
That's one heck of a to turn around and do that. That is
yeah,
that
the
is
next day, bro.
that's absolute grit and just determination right there. Shout out that guy because man,
Shout
I
out.
I
So I'm
could
sad. He's the one
not
I'm
do
very
that.
sad we're not getting.
Yeah, and speaking of Aggies, I think our good friend Kenny Hilliard. If you don't know Kenny, he does not like the Aggies. Very little. If you don't know anything about me, my wife graduated from Texas A&M, Gig'em. That university has been such a blessing to our family, and Mackenzie's career has flourished because of it and her connections with Aggie alums. So I give all the respects to Aggies, but when it comes to sports, they just get dogged by everyone I know. And man, what did Kenny have to say? What did Kenny have to say?
Our
He
boy
let the
Keaton,
people know.
he said he believes Vandy's going to win it all, which I can see where he's coming from. Baseball's all about being hot at the right time. Vandy's hot. Just won the SEC tournament. They
Yeah,
look good doing it. That's why they came in as the number one overall seed when it didn't look like they were going to get that spot. Um, and then he mentioned he thinks Texas is going to have an early exit. That's a tough words. I think a lot of people, based on what I read and see about, is that a lot of people think Texas had an easy SEC schedule. In the terms
yeah,
of they think that they played all the tough teams that in the SEC at home, which gave them an advantage. And then you saw them get, I wouldn't say slaughtered. They had a really good uh, game against Tennessee, where Tennessee came back and won in extra innings in the SEC tournament. And I think that's why a lot of people are a little weary of them right now. Um, so those were Kenny's thoughts.
For those of you who don't know, Kenny is kind of behind the camera a lot. He does a lot of editing stuff, a lot of promos, and he is just incredible. So I want to shout out Kenny. I feel like a lot of times he doesn't get the love from us that he deserves. And the man works endlessly to try to get our reels out and any promos out. And so I just want to shout out Kenny because he does not get his face on camera a lot. I even invited him on this episode, which
I
was
know.
he just couldn't make it. I guess he's just doing those grilled cheese, just
Grilled
whipping them
cheese,
up.
baby. He said grilled cheese.
Um,
He was the logo designer. Shout
yes,
out.
he created our logo. He's basically the face of Five Arms and a Lucky Fan, and I would say he's definitely just been a great encourager and a great friend, and honestly, just a great member for Five Arms and a Lucky Fan and what we've been able to create so far. So I'm super excited. Definitely give a shout out to Kenny on Instagram or even on Facebook. He does a lot of stuff for individuals and clients. So and if you're looking for any type of logo or anything like that, Kenny's the guy. So Kenny's going to get it done, and anything that you need, logo wise or anything to do with promotional marketing or anything like that, he's the guy. So hit him up, Kenny Hilliard.
I
I'll put his
think
info in the.
you were also mentioning behind the scenes. So I'm gonna roll with the arm that's in the logo. That's Kenny's arm. That's Kenny. He's behind. He's back there. He's pointing it out. He's the arm.
Is that his fin too? That it's just right behind
No,
him.
no,
I'm
no.
missing.
That's that's my arm right here.
Yeah, and we'll I'm gonna be posting a reel about how we came up with the name and kind of spread light of Five Arms and a Lucky Fin. I know it's an odd name, but it's a unique name, and honestly, it's a name that when we first said it, I thought it could be something really special, and so um, you'll see the reel. But I mean, just going into it lightly right now. Obviously, Jason has a fin. He had some strokes in the womb, but I'm gonna let Jason share that story for a little bit. So
Right now.
if you want,
Oh, I mean, I'm all about it.
go
So
for it, man.
had two strokes before I was born. So that paralyzed my right side. So I have right hemiparesis, very mild. I remember my mom's always told me the story that they told my mom they didn't really know what was going to happen. This is back in the 90s, so we don't have the medical knowledge we have today. But they basically told my mom that either I'd be wheelchair bound for the rest of my life, or I'd be able to ride a bike one day. It was if I'm sure at the time, and maybe we get Young Soo on here and explain it one time. But basically, the way my mom always told me was like it was one or the other ends of the spectrum. And sure enough, when I was about 10 years old, I got a bike, learned how to ride it, and I don't like to ride a bike. It's not my preference, but I definitely was able to do it. No matter how many times I one time I was riding it, and I remember I lost balance and turned it, and then went into the ditch, and that was one of the last times I probably rode my bike. Uh, wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but I did learn how to do it, and I was able to do it. So, my family's always said this is like my lucky fin, similar to Finding Nemo. With the Barracuda, I always joke that the Barracuda was the, situation for me as well, because he was in the egg still, and then the egg was cracked, so that was me in the womb. So, and here I am. I've done a lot of good things in life, and never say no.
He's a college graduate from LSU, alum of LSU, I should say. Got his master's degree and bachelor's from the LSU University. And so, if you haven't seen anything on our clips or haven't listened to an episode, we love the Tigers. Any Tiger is always welcome on this show. Whatever sport you play, softball, baseball, football, swimming, anything with LSU, we would love the chance
Basketball
to, even basketball. But
would love.
man, I miss our guy Will Lloyd. But anyways, if you're an athlete of any type on LSU, we'd love the chance to interview and just hear a little bit of your story. And we love the Tigers, everything about them, just the programs that they have and the education they create. So Louisiana State University is a special place, and honestly, y'all know how to have a good time there. I'll say that. Y'all know how to have a good time. So
It
I'll
is
say
it
that
is
for
a
sure.
fun place to have fun. Oh, speaking of LSU, I did want to shout out. I did have it right. We did play them at home in a super regional back in 16, the year they ended up winning the
Gotcha.
title. So at least they went on to win the title, right? We lost to the champ. Lucky.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to go out. Just like, Indiana football's 2 losses to, you know, Ohio State and Notre Dame. So we'll
Shout
just,
out.
you
Hey,
know,
hey, they made the playoff though.
we did make the playoff. That was the most fun season I've ever had as a fan. If you don't know, me and David are big Indiana fans. So again, any Indiana athletes always welcome on the podcast. David went there, got his degree from Indiana University. I believe it was sports marketing. Worked on the football team from 2014 to 2018, and I was always there with him. Got free tickets, drove down. From Fort Wayne, Indiana originally. We both are. We grew up in the same area, and went to two different high schools though. Funny story, but we grew up together, and the Hoosiers have always been just a huge blessing in our lives, man. Like, we've rooted so hard for the football team to be great, and we saw a hint of it of what Coach Allen could do. And then this guy, Kurt Signetti, just comes on the scene and just,
Dang.
man, takes over, has this spunk, has this media, attention. And I love everything about Kurt Signetti, just the way he goes about approaching the game of football, the game of life, and honestly, the game beyond football. Because no matter whatever you play, whatever you do, it always comes to an end. And so I think Kirk Cinetti, just his mindset on how to approach life is something that I really hold special to me. And I know Jason, even though he's an LSU fan and alum, he has respect for me and David and loving Indiana, and he'll
Right.
even watch it and turn it on. So he's definitely rooted for us even when LSU didn't make it. So
I got a good
um,
story.
I love a good story. You tell it, man.
Got a good story. I remember the first time that we were we were out. This was after we met. We were living. I don't know if we were roommates yet. Maybe not. Either way, we had went out to downtown Dallas, and I remember us hanging out, and we were hanging out at different bars, doing a little bar hopping as after college graduates do, to make friends. And I remember us as we went to each one, we were keeping up with the Indiana Penn State game. And I'll never forget us walking. I don't remember where we were, somewhere probably in Deep Ellum. And we went into this bar, and we were in the back over by the windows, and we were looking up, and that was when homie scored that touchdown to win y'all the game. And I've never seen Brendan so excited. And
I
Brendan
will.
said, "This is the at the time." the biggest win as an Indiana fan in my life, just because of what it meant to the football program at the time. And that was Michael Penix was there, right? At the time
Yes, that was, I believe, was actually Michael Penix that
that
stretched
scored.
out.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was very controversial because the ball, I believe it broke the plane. I'm probably a little biased, but I'll put a photo
Let's pull it up.
on
Let's
it.
pull it. I'm gonna pull it up while
But
you're explaining it.
okay, but like his legs went down, but I felt like he had extended the ball. It was a 2 point. Was it a 2 point conversion, Jason? I forget.
I don't know.
But
How about this? I got it though.
okay,
Can
well,
I
save
share?
it, and
Can I?
might have to honestly give me 1 second. I might have
I
to.
can. I can present. It says present.
Oh shoot!
What?
We got David.
Oh, he's got your
What's up,
perfect.
boys?
He just
What's
joined.
up?
Oh, as we're in the middle of talking about the epic Michael
I'm.
Penix
I'm
play,
actually about to share my
David
screen.
remembers this.
I'm about
Yeah,
to
share
Oh,
share
your
my
screen.
screen.
oh no.
The controversial, was it touchdown or 2 point conversion?
We're just gonna.
I forget. It was the COVID year.
All right. Can
All
you
right,
see it?
we'll put it up on the screen. I don't think David can see it because he's on his phone, but I'm gonna put
I
it on
can
the
see
screen.
it. I can see it.
We do
I
not
got
own
it.
the rights to this video. We do not
No,
own the rights to this
this
video.
is just YouTube. This is just YouTube. All right,
Just
here we go.
YouTube.
Blitz
Here we go.
coming. Back goes Clifford, this time with time. Steps up, delivers a
Oh, so
line.
this is
Deep
this
passes
is
downfield, open at the 20, 15, 10 to the 5.
so okay.
Touchdown,
So
Penn
that was
State. A
when Penn State took the
60-yard
lead back.
strike
So let's
from
let's jump
Clifford
ahead
to
a little bit.
Dotson.
Yeah.
Their clock starts. Quarterback sneak panic right side. Is he there? He is. Touchdown,
Okay,
Indiana.
so it must have
and
been the
the
2 point
game
conversion.
and overtime
Yeah, it was a
comes
2 point
down to a
conversion.
2-point
That's what I thought.
conversion.
Yeah.
Takes the snap.
Oh man, this
Quarterback
play.
drop.
Here we
Steps
go.
up,
It's not
throw.
this.
He's
It's
got a
not this one.
2-point conversion.
It's in
No.
overtime.
Game
It was
tied
the
at
overtime
28
one.
with 20
All right,
to
let's jump
pass.
ahead.
Waits,
Yeah, it's
pump
right here.
fakes, throws far corner.
He was so
reaching
good.
up,
If he would have
and
stayed, that's
does
my
he
hot
have it?
take.
Touchdown, Indiana.
All right, so there's the
Walt
touchdown. So
Phillier.
it's right here, the 2 point conversion.
Penix takes it. Back, steps up,
Oh, yeah.
opening,
Oh,
rolls
yeah.
near side, goes to the corner, dives to the corner. He didn't get there. No, they say he did. They say he hit the pylon, and Indiana
Look at
wins.
this. I'll never forget this. I want it framed
We have to
on
look
like
at this
a.
one, but it looks like
Oh!
Penix
David
really
thinks
close
it
and
broke
dove
it.
at
I
the
don't
end.
know.
No, I don't think it was good.
So
I don't.
Penix
I don't
is
think it was
out of
either.
bounds for.
I think he got
Well,
it.
they
Jack.
cut it
No,
against
no,
the
no.
field.
Look at
There's
that.
no way they
Unless
were
he
going to
stepped out of
overturn
bounds, and I
it.
don't think that's the case.
No.
I don't think so.
I think they win it.
I think he got it.
I don't know.
He had a,
Oh,
he had
I
a
don't
very
know.
bad ankle
From
to
that
do it,
one angle
and
though, where they're up
even with a
on the
bad
left side, it
angle,
looks
he
like
found
he
a
got
way
it.
to get it done. I mean, he stretched
I don't.
out.
It's an
He lined
invisible
up
It's
play.
out.
touchdown.
Hey,
Yeah,
keyword, ruling on the field stance.
I just remember
That's
texting
right.
David throughout that whole game as I was very intoxicated with Jason as we were bar hopping through deep Ellum,
Having a good
Dallas.
time.
That sounds
And
way better than what I was doing.
What were you doing?
and I just remember texting David like, "Oh, we're gonna win this game. We're gonna win this game." And David goes, "No, we're gonna blow this. We're gonna blow this." And that play, in my opinion, is what kind of started Indiana football trending in the right direction. I mean, obviously
Yeah,
it didn't work out.
until we went 3 years in a row, four
I
than
was
three or two than three than four wins.
I was getting there. We lost. I mean, I respect Coach Allen. Think he's a great person. I do not think he was the right guy to get Indiana football over the hump. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean,
I will say
best
that.
coach in Indiana football history. So
Signetti might.
1 year.
He'll be there
Allen
at least
had 2 good years.
5 years.
Allen had
I
2
mean,
good years though. We'll see what happens
think-
this year.
Hey, he said he needs a second year.
The over under is 8.5. You think we go under somehow? Please elaborate.
I think we go under for sure.
What losses? I've seen the schedule. I mean, yes, Penn State will
Let
not
me
win
pull
at
up the
Penn State.
schedule again. Penn State, Oregon, at Iowa. Those 3 are losses.
I think we can win in Iowa.
Yeah, I mean, so do I. But the last time we went to Iowa, what happened?
I know. Yeah, we got obliterated.
What
I
happened?
know that. Oh, it was bad. You don't remember that, Jason?
Started the season ranked
Yeah.
after the COVID season, so 2021. Start of the season ranked. First game of the year was at Iowa. First 2 possessions, Penix throws pick 6 on both.
We ain't gonna pull that one. We ain't gonna pull that one up. We don't want to do that.
Do you think if Penix would have stayed for that last year, that something special would have happened? Because I do. The dude was unreal. I'm gonna
Put
unmute
yourself
you.
on mute.
I don't think he was given an option to stay.
You think we just kicked him out right away?
He was broken. He had no confidence left because we had no O-line. And he came back from that ACL injury way too early.
Yeah.
We failed him.
I'll agree with that. I actually will agree with that.
Yeah.
That is a good.
He said, "I don't want to play with you anymore." But Washington.
Do you think he always had the talent to be an NFL quarterback? Because I do. I just think he could never stay healthy.
Yeah,
At
I
his
thought
time at
he had the
Indiana.
talent for sure, but
Yeah.
he never played a full season at IU. Not even the limited COVID season could he make it through.
He couldn't even throw it to Semi Cobbs. Shout out.
Well, he wasn't there at the same time, but shout out.
Shout out our guy. Love our guy.
That's why he couldn't throw it to him, obviously.
That's true.
They weren't there together.
You know what? Now that I think about it, that was a great point.
Have you watched much college baseball this year, David?
Not much other than my Hoosiers. We got a top 10 draft pick coming.
That is true. He's a stud. He is an absolute
stud.
What is his name again, David? Honestly,
Devin Taylor.
That's right. Yes.
He's a
lefty, right?
His stats, he's a lefty. His stats this year were unreal.
So basically what you're saying is he's the next Kyle Schwarber.
I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see it. Just his stature. He is built
and
like
he played outfield as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look at his numbers.
Well, Schwarber was a catcher in college.
Was he really?
Forget that. Yeah, he was.
Came up with the Cubs as a catcher too.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Learned something new.
Shout out Kyle Schwarber. What a guy.
Shout out. Love that guy.
I love how he was in the outfield and just tore his ACL up for the Cubs and then just went to the Phillies and dominates. So, yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm very glad the Cubs cut him loose.
Dang, OPS 1.2.
1.2. Yep.
18 home runs, 66 RBIs.
What?
You're saying he's a top 10 pick?
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a top 10 pick.
Who's your pick
maybe
to win?
MLB ready.
Yeah.
Hitter.
I haven't seen him play yet, so I guess I got to go watch the highlights.
Oh, I would love to see that highlight reel. I'm sure it is pretty good. Dude's a stud. I do know that. I do know that about that guy. I haven't watched a lick of Indiana baseball this year. A lick of it. I'm just not a college baseball guy.
I'm a college baseball guy this time of year, but it's
I know
hard
you are.
there's other stuff going on most of the college baseball season. It starts in February. We're in the midst of college basketball season at that point, It's tough.
Yeah.
Texas Tech would have won it.
He's the number 24 prospect.
Well, that sounds like top 10 pick to me.
I mean, could always be a top 10 pick, baby.
Who's your pick to win it,
That
David?
sounds like 24th. That sounds like he might be going to the Phils. That sounds like a good deal to me.
That's a first round pick,
Take that guy.
It's a first round pick.
Take that guy. He can slide right into left field next year.
That's bold. Guy coming straight out of college.
Skeens did it.
He's a pitcher.
Oh, do not.
He's a pitcher.
All right, who's that other dude? Zach Neto played barely any time in the minors, and he's the Angels' starting shortstop. Pretty solid.
I mean, you said
it happens.
You said him starting in the pros next year.
Yeah, it happens from time to time.
I mean,
here's my hot take. Skeens has the potential to be the best pitcher ever. My hot take.
Paul Skeens, dog.
Yeah, I don't think that's a hot take. He's unreal. If he can somehow stay injury free, he could absolutely be the best pitcher ever.
When you watch his like regiment of stretching and warming up and stuff, man, he you could tell he actually cares to take care of his body. So I agree with you.
Yeah,
It's like
that
he's
is
just
huge.
Gotta stay healthy. Yeah.
Who's your pick to win the College World Series, David? If you had to pick a team.
You know, let me do a little research and then you can circle back to me. I gotta figure out what teams are in the tournament.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then I'll let you know.
If you guys don't know, we're busy raising children over here,
Yeah,
so we can't
absolutely.
fully have our.
Oh well, the
attention
one
absorbed.
seed's Vandy. No chance they win it. Hate their draw.
That's a hot take.
Go Tigers, baby. Go Tigers. Tigers gonna win it all.
What seed are they?
6, baby. Perfect number.
Yeah.
6. Right there where you're not the top fish to fry, but you're right there.
I'm just glad to be.
Little Rock. That's a tough first round matchup.
Hey, that's a tough one, baby. I don't know who we're throwing on Friday, but we're gonna find out.
They are a menace in the first round of NCAA tournaments. Just ask Matt Painter.
Hey, Matt Painter.
I will never have a Purdue. There is one Purdue guy I will have on the podcast. His name's Caleb First because he's from Fort Wayne and dude's a dog. But besides that, I will not have anyone from Purdue on this pod.
David said he doesn't like Purdue.
No, we do not like anything to do with Purdue. So I will make that very known on this podcast.
We're not Purdue fans.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
My pick to win it all is.
You cut out like right before you said whatever you said.
Auburn. Yeah, I keep seeing them getting up in fights and stuff.
David, your mic, I don't know if it's just me. Sometimes your voice is muffled, but sometimes it's not.
He's only got one AirPod in, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
The other one dies too quickly. Let me throw it in. We'll see.
I thought you were gonna say you lost it.
No.
I'm about to gift you some nice Apple AirPod Maxes.
Those ones look old.
Well, I don't know where the case went, so that might be a problem. Hold up. I got it.
Oh, you cracked me up.
All right, here we go.
All right, we got 2 AirPods.
He's got 2 AirPods.
Is it better?
It's fine.
Yeah, it just cuts in and out. It's fine.
Who we got?
I think that's just StreamYard.
Hey, don't hate on our StreamYard.
It keeps cutting out of my phone. That's not my problem.
It's because you're on your phone. Whoa.
Do not link on my phone. You should have emailed it to me.
There's no reason to get aggressive.
I'm 30 years old. You got to email me links if you don't let me use my computer.
I'm going to email you right now.
I was about to say,
email it. Email it.
He said email it. He said, you want to hear my pick? Email it.
Is it the Solway one?
Yeah, that's the one. I'll drop out. I'll come right back in.
Solway99@gmail.com.
That seems like you're doxing me.
What?
You're doxing my email. You just gave up most of the email.
He said
people are gonna use.
He's letting the people know your email.
Unbelievable. I'm gonna get so many emails.
I'll edit it out.
No, it's really fine.
He said
you didn't say
the whole start getting spam emails. They're gonna be asking, "Hey, David, we saw that you reached out about your car's warranty."
I hate those, dude. They're the worst.
I like those ones. I like getting.
I'll be real honest. I did not think you would join, David.
What? I told you once I get the kids to bed.
He said he just had to get the kids to bed. That hit.
I just sent it to you.
Did y'all have the dinger game?
Yeah.
Did he hit a dinger?
No, absolutely not.
Did he talk trash?
Oh yeah, they went up 3-0 in the first inning, and he was just letting them know it.
Where does he? What position?
I love it.
He plays pitcher, but he doesn't pitch. It's coach's pitch.
Oh,
So he
I was like,
fields the
wait, I'm
pitcher
confused.
position.
I thought you were playing some like dark magic on me. He plays pitcher, but he doesn't pitch.
I mean, yeah, it's like a riddle.
Yeah, I love a good riddle.
Brennan, this email doesn't exist, dude.
What do you mean?
You didn't send it.
What do you mean? I literally did.
Did you send it to the right email? Because you didn't.
I will screenshot. I'm not gonna say on screen.
No, you know what? Throw it up there. Throw it on the screen. Share it.
I mean, just put it as your banner tag.
I screenshot you where I sent it to. Is it wrong?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Oh
What
my
is it?
god.
What?
He said, yeah.
Oh my
Hey, so I guess
gosh.
it wouldn't have mattered if we said it over the thing earlier if you didn't have it right.
What do you
You were
mean?
leaving some digits off when you were just saying Solway99 at Gmail. That's not the actual email.
Just text me it. Whatever.
Just throw my first two initials before that, and then.
Oh, I know what your email is.
Okay.
I know what it is.
It's right
Yeah.
there. I've emailed you before.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry. I'll edit this out. It's fine.
You wanna know why I think the Tigers can win it all? Unbiased. I think
Why is that?
the only reason I say unbiased is because I do have an actual reason. I feel like the key in postseason baseball is having two stud pitchers. You have to have good starting pitchers that can eat up innings to allow your relievers to the good ones to play as many innings as they can when you need them. And
Yeah.
the LSU has two starters that both have thrown over 120 strikeouts this season and are just a killer 1-2 punch. And I think if they both stay on point and play well, the only thing you're making sure is that your back end of the relieving bullpen is ready to rock and roll whenever their number's called. And most of the time, like I was saying, it's all about getting hot. You're going to have that one guy that you're going to lean on in those clutch situations, and you got to be able to throw him in there for even if it's just to get one big out, two big outs in one night, and be able to pull him out and put him back in the next day without him having to worry about being injured. I think that's going to be a big key. But you know, your bat's got to stay hot. Your bat's got to get hot. Sometimes that's also the key. But I think the pitching tends to be a big thing in postseason baseball, just because it feels like you need every pitcher on your pitching staff to be ready at any moment, and this is where your depth really shows for bullpens.
I think if there's anything that David's taught me about baseball is that pitching's pretty damn important. So I've learned whoever has the better pitching normally wins.
Yeah, pitching is the reason why there's weird results in the MLB. You don't usually see the best team win the World Series because you get hot at the right time and your pitching steps up and your bullpen's locked down, then you can beat anybody. So, yeah, I don't know a whole lot about – I know LSU has a good track record of having pitching, and that's kind of the case for most of these top programs that are always here. I mean, Auburn not as much, but you know, like Texas, they've always got good pitching. Vandy always has good pitching, so it's definitely a key once it comes to postseason time.
Also, I wanted to shout out David what you were saying earlier, which is true. Oh my God, I'm hearing an echo.
It's David.
Is it David? I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Just
What's the
turn
guy
down
got
your
it?
volume. Turn down your volume
I don't know.
on your
What do you mean?
on
It
your
doesn't matter.
Nothing's coming
computer.
through my computer.
I don't hear myself anymore. You're good. I'm good now. I don't hear myself.
Yeah,
anymore.
I think it was Brendan's fault.
It was Brendan's fault. That's what I'm blaming on.
He sent it to the wrong email.
I did want to shout out what you were saying earlier. Actually, I remember Wyatt Langford. He turned around and left college, and he was almost up with the Rangers so soon, and he was killing it right.
Yeah,
after
it was the next year, just like Skeens.
Was it? And he was the starter going into the next year, wasn't he?
Yeah, he struggled a little bit last year, but he's breaking out this year.
It's what they always say about baseball, right? Everybody's gonna come in hot. People are gonna adjust to you, and the key to taking that next step is being able to adjust to the adjustments.
That's right.
And like you said, he's been playing. I mean, he was dinged up a little bit, but when he's healthy, he's been killing it this year.
David, have you watched any of the NBA playoffs?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Is this not a historic run for the Indiana Pacers? Am I wrong?
It's a historic run for a few teams. I mean, obviously the Knicks might get beat, and I don't know what the score of the game is right now, but I'm assuming the Thunder are going to close it out. But the T-Wolves, the Pacers, and the Knicks have all had kind of big runs out of nowhere, which you don't see in the NBA. It's kind of the opposite of what we were just talking about with baseball. The best teams in the NBA, 1 or 2 seed, almost every year makes it to the finals. This year, I mean, the Thunder are going to, but three other teams, what? The T-Wolves with 6 seed, and then you got the 3 and the 4 in the East. Pretty crazy.
The Thunder are winning by 24 right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
In the second quarter.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I got another question for you guys. Why is Tyrese Halliburton getting all this hate?
He's corny, dude.
You think it's that?
He's corny.
Wasn't Tatum pretty corny too when he won? Oh my God.
Tatum's corny. Everybody thinks LeBron's corny, which he is.
Yeah.
People don't like corny dudes.
What's the word those kids use now? Aura.
Yeah, aura.
That is what they use.
He doesn't have aura.
Isn't what's his face like the Aura King or God or the guy that went from McNeese to NC State, the guy that always kids around the boombox?
Oh!
You know what I'm talking about?
What was his name? Amir?
Yeah.
Amir. It was Amir.
Amir Khan.
Amir Khan. That boy got so much NIL money from so many different deals. So shout out for getting the bag, man. Jeez.
To NC State he goes with our shout out Will Wade.
Man, Will Wade's probably the coach of this podcast. I'm gonna say it.
Will Wade got your boy Darian Williams. NC State to the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
The dude is such a gamer.
NC State, $5 to win the title.
I mean, the odds are probably crazy right now.
Probably good odds.
Crazy, yeah, crazy.
Yeah, they're high. I mean, Tech's top 10, but like, I don't know. Darian was really important to that team. Like, if they needed a bucket, Darian was backing down.
Yep.
And ISO mode and getting an easy layup. Like, there were so many times when we went to basketball games that it was give it to him and let him do his thing in clutch situations.
Clear out,
and honestly, that Florida game, like, I literally texted David. I said, "Don't get too excited," because I was like, I had a future bet, Texas Tech to win the whole thing in the Final Four, and I kept saying to David, I was like, "They have a chance.
Yeah,
they have a chance. These odds are crazy." I was like, I'm just gonna put money on it, and he called me dumb. You're wasting money. Put more money towards your kid. Probably should have in hindsight, but bills are paid, so it's all good.
I was right.
You were right, but what I'm getting to is they had a strong lead, and I felt like if there was a healthy Chance McMillan, that game would have been totally different. Dude was not healthy the whole tournament.
You just don't run into the hottest player in all of college basketball. You probably
dude's unreal.
Yeah.
That dude is unreal in the last 3 minutes of a basketball game. So if he can do that at the NBA level, that is like
he wasn't even playing well in that game. And then they put him back in, and I remember the announcers were like, let's see if he can help do something like he's done all tournament. Goes and I think he hit a corner three to start off, and they cut the lead from 9-6 or something like, or maybe cut it to 9. It was definitely like more than 2 possessions. And next thing you know, here he is coming down the court, backing up to hit a three, taking 2 steps back. That was crazy.
Unreal.
What was his
Do you
name?
think?
Walter Clayton?
Walter
What's his
Clayton.
Clayton.
Walter Clayton.
Junior.
That
Junior.
dude.
That's right.
I didn't remember his name, but that dude has such a good name. Walter Clayton. It just flows. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Junior.
Yeah, that's a scorer.
That's a baller.
it's a
Yeah,
dog.
that's a baller's name.
Do
NC
you
State
think-
plus 6,000.
I would take that.
So is Indiana.
I
So is Iowa.
just
That seems way too
hey,
high.
where are the Tigers? Plus 12,000?
Let's see. Let me scroll. All
Yeah,
the way
you're gonna have to scroll. You're gonna have to scroll far. Nothing against my boys. It's just,
down.
Like I said,
we had a
any
rough
LSU
plus
athlete can be on the pod.
15,000.
15. Hey, I was even more optimistic. I had 12, 15. I don't.
Do you think Florida repeats with some of
No.
the pieces that
That
have
said,
come back?
NC State's gonna win it all. So no.
They lost all their guards, right?
I mean, Clayton's gonna be gone, right?
Martin's gone for sure. What was that other dude's name? I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure they lost all 3 guards. They got Boogie Fland in the portal.
Dude, can't keep up with
Yeah.
the portal.
I thought that was
Yeah.
big. Sorry, my headphones are messing up because my wife's phone is connecting.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, it
I hear,
happens to me all
I
the
hear
time,
her
dude.
music. Yeah. I'm like, man, no, I want to listen to this.
Oh wait, are those her headphones or yours?
They used to be hers, and then she got pink ones. True fun fact.
Of the same one?
Yeah,
What are they?
they're the Apple AirPod Pro Maxes. Fancy.
All right, coach.
I just like them because for traveling, they're
I mean, they
really
look
nice,
comfy.
and yeah, they're really comfy actually. Yeah, I'll give y'all some. I don't know.
Oh no, I like my QC35 tubes.
What does Indiana basketball do this year, David?
Hopefully, now that the Bison's back, they can make a little noise.
Who's the Bison?
Let me tell you.
Yeah, please.
In 1965, Indiana University adopted a mascot, the Bison. Bad-looking Bison, not a good mascot. They retired it after 4 years in 1969. Since then, the university has not had a mascot at all, except for there was this one dude, you need to look him up, Mr. Hoosier Pride, creepiest dude of all time. Look it up, Mr. Hoosier Pride.
Was he really that creepy? Oh my! Oh, the dude is
Creepy, man.
That's
Not a good
right up
mascot.
there with the baby cakes.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm gonna put it on the screen because it is creepy. It's very creepy.
I guess it depends which picture you're looking at too, because they're all creepy.
They are all creepy. He was just not a good mascot, not a good looking guy.
No.
So is that what a Hoosier is? Is a Hoosier a bison?
No, but Bison, back in the old days, used to roam southern Indiana.
Oh,
It was like one of the hotbeds for bison.
so what is a Hoosier?
A person born in Indiana. Nobody knows what the actual definition of Hoosier is or why that came to be.
But when you think of Hoosier, you think of somebody born in
Yep.
That's Mr. Hoosier.
Thank you.
That is
That's
Mr.
Pride
Hoosier.
right there.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to go to bed tonight, and the only thing I'm going to be able to see in my face is the freaking cowboy hat with an eye on it and Mr. Hoosier Pride.
Why'd they have that? That is so bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
So are you saying he's
looked like-
back or the
No,
Bison
so
back?
the Bison is back. It's the first time they've had an official mascot since 1969. The Bison's back this year.
So not a buffalo, a bison.
A Bison, not a Buffalo.
Just making sure that's the whole thing.
Bison.
Yep. It's a Bison, and his name's Hoosier, which is bad name.
Yeah.
Where do
I'm
you
all
even,
for
Needs to
where
be
do you even come
changed.
up with that? Was he born in
Bad
Indiana?
He
Otherwise,
was
what's the point?
technically, but I mean, who would name something Hoosier? You know, who would do that?
That sounds like something people name their dogs when they leave Indiana and then they get a dog.
For real, dude, who would do that?
Indiana.
That's what I'm saying. Not me.
Everybody, meet Hoosier.
Oh, the OG.
I was
Mr.
not ready for
Hooch.
that. I was not ready for that. I was like, wait, David, I feel like you're going somewhere because
Yeah, I was going somewhere.
named Hoosier.
I'm going to tell you a story. Every time David had a new apartment, he had one rule. Do you know what that rule was, David?
For you?
Yes.
Yeah, don't puke and ruin my carpet.
I did that both times. And you know who was always there for me in some of the worst moments of my life? Hoosier. That dog is special to me. I love that dog. Oh, man. Anyways,
Hoosier, shout out.
yeah, I just had to give a quick little tidbit on that because I always ruined his carpet. Did you ever get charged for that? I'm just curious if you remember.
100% we got charged for that. Yeah.
Or really.
I'm so sorry. I might
I
owe
think we
you
just didn't get our
more than-
deposit back. It's really not that big of a deal. So it's not like we
Y'all-
got charged out of pocket, but
I really ruined it that bad?
well, I mean, yeah.
Brendan, I heard they had to cut out the whole carpet and re-layer it.
I think
Oh,
they did.
I feel terrible.
Yeah, it's part of being a college kid, dude. It's all right.
Oh, man. Shout out the upstairs, man. We had some good times.
Shout out to upstairs.
Now it's like a big popular bar, but it definitely was
Yeah,
not
it's the
when
most
we were in
popular.
college.
Yeah, it's tough. Nice come up
Any-
for them, though. You know.
Any athlete that I interview for the podcast, I'm going to ask KOK or upstairs now because apparently KOK is like not that popular.
Yeah, KOK is like not the spot anymore.
Yeah.
Is that the one you were telling me about, Brendan? Cock?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cock,
That's what
that's it.
That's the nickname of it.
I mean, that's what
100%. Well, that brings us to the end of our first BS Talk episode. If you guys want to follow us on social media, we have TikTok, that is 5ALF Podcast. And then we also have Instagram and Twitter. You can find all our links and handles at 5armsandluckyfin.com. And you can also find the latest episodes for the podcast as well. So please follow us. We love engagement on Instagram, TikTok, anywhere you want to get your social media presence at. We're all on it. So thank you again for tuning in, guys. And David, it's an honor having you on, man. It's an honor.
Yes, sir.
Shout out,
Glad to be
DJ.
here. Shout
And
out.
if you guys want to support the podcast and you want more content like this, like I said, go to 5armsandluckyfin.com. You'll see the little $sign, and any amount would be greatly appreciated as this stuff ain't cheap, but we love you guys. We're out. Peace.